Hello guys, this is another Teen Moms, or Young Moms, or Young Moms, Teen Moms Unite project on relationships. I'm not doing them in order at all, because honestly I don't really know the order, but I'm just kind of doing them as I see them, and kind of what I feel like talking about. Most of the time it relates to whatever I want to talk about. So, just for starters, I look like crap probably right now. It is like 6:19 p.m., which isn't bad. It's still daylight, obviously. But I was up past 2 a.m. last night. Michael was in the emergency room, and, well, he cut his finger open. Long story short, he's okay. He's at Taekwondo, stubborn, because I wanted him to stay home because I don't want him to hurt it any more than it already is. But he don't listen, so, but yeah, he's okay. And then I woke up like around 9:30 in the morning for counseling. So, something else. Oh yeah, relationships is what I wanted to talk about. Let's start off with the easiest one, friends. I'm gonna talk about friends, and then my family, Michael's family, and me and Michael ourselves. I hope I remember that order. I have a pen. Anyways, my friends, I don't have many. I have acquaintances, but I'm sure everybody does, and I'm really sorry if this is getting annoying, my pen. But I really can't go hang out with them. They are, like, where I live, all there really is to do is party. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was never really big for partying. I wasn't. I'd rather just, like, go to the mall, go to Walmart. I mean, there's stuff to do, but nobody really does anything except for drink and smoke, and yeah. But I don't want to put myself in any of those situations. So I don't like hanging out with them because they are so unpredictable, and they have the opportunity to be unpredictable because they don't have a little one who is seriously vulnerable to those type of things. And I don't want to get myself into that. Even before I got pregnant, I really wasn't big into friends, except for in school. But since I got homeschooled, I just kind of, didn't talk to most of them as much as I normally would. I don't hang out with friends, like, ever. I might see them at the mall every now and again, but other than that, I really don't see them at all. We keep each other updated through Facebook, obviously, but other than that, no. Michael is like my best friend, which is kind of weird, actually. Like, loving, like, a boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance type of thing with your best friend. It's, I don't know, it's weird, but I don't mind it. Ugh, I gotta move this. Okay, my family, my mom is really, really supportive. She's actually my grandma. My real mom is her daughter. My real mom got pregnant, I think, at like 16 or 17. So, yeah, she had to deal with my dad too, because he is passed away now, has been since like 2009. So I didn't have to give him the big news. I'm sure he knew before I knew. 'Cause I think people know that stuff. But I keep saying I'm sorry. My mind's like everywhere. Anyways, but most of my family is really supportive, and there's a squirrel out there. I hope it doesn't fall. Actually, all my family is really supportive. All my sisters, I really don't talk to my big brother because his wife's like psycho, I think, but that's just my opinion. Not saying names. But I don't want to get into that part of that story. My younger brother, like, we don't really associate. We live in the same house, but 2-word conversations is pretty much all it is. But I guess I don't really know what you would expect from that, because he's like 14. So yeah, I'm sure most of you guys remember those years and how stubborn and hard-headed you guys were, or other people that you knew. And besides, his life is like Xbox Live and Friends, and I don't even know if he has a girlfriend. I really don't care. Michael's family not supportive at all. Luckily, they don't live around here, so we don't have to, like, deal with them all the time. There's a lot of strong feelings there, but, you know, there's really not much to the story, but his mom is not supportive at all. But I suppose that's okay. He really doesn't talk to his older brother, and his younger brother is way too young to even understand anything. Like, we live in a different state than his mom and his younger brother, and his younger brother asked Michael if he would come play in the pond with him, so, you know, there's really not much to understand there. As for me and Michael, the big one that I wanted to talk about, it is extremely difficult. I'm not saying it's not worth it, because it's just extremely worth it, but it's just really hard, especially since, actually yesterday we hit our 9-month mark. So, we are still a new couple. We were a new couple whenever we found out that we were together. Quite frankly, this is my longest relationship ever. I've never gone longer than, like, 3 months. Because I just, you know, I was into, like, dating, but having fun, you know, hanging, like, just being alone, having fun, you know, video games sometimes, but I really liked reading and drawing, and not really being around people. I guess it's part of the depression or bipolar that I have, but, we are constantly working on our relationship, which I think we'd be together even if I wasn't pregnant. Things would probably be a lot easier, I'm not gonna lie, because it wouldn't feel like so much pressure, to get things done, to, like, be, like, just the pressure of being a good parent, especially since me and him, well, obviously neither one of us has been parents, so it's, like, a lot of pressures there, and then, since he really doesn't know anybody around here, it's like, we talk to each other. We don't really talk to anyone else unless we happen to see them, and even then he doesn't really know them. So we have to deal with each other's stress and, like, help each other cope with it, and that's even harder, again, because we're new in the relationship, and we are both young, but, I strongly think that age doesn't really have much to do with anything. I mean, we're both over, like, 13, so, I don't think age has anything to do with getting a relationship to work. I think it's based on communication, which we are constantly working on. It's probably, I think he realizes, too, that communication is key in any relationship. You can't get through a relationship, even with your parents, with your friends, with your brother or sister, without communication, and both people have to be there to communicate. So we're really big on that, and we are really big on making this work, but it's a struggle all the time, and I'm sure he would agree. There's a lot of great times. I'm not gonna lie, there is probably more great times than there are bad times. Not even probably, there is a lot more good times than there are bad times. But whenever those bad times come, we get through it together. We like, say, okay, this is just, you know, a rough patch. We're gonna get through it like we always do. We have been through a lot of crap. Just things that he has done, things that I have done that hurt each other, but we're still together, and we intend on being together for a long time. But it's a lot of struggles, just pulling each other along, which I think as long as we make it, and by the end of the day we love each other just as much as we did before, that's all that should matter, if not more. I think our arguments actually bring us closer together, because it's like, yay, it's one more thing that we got down. It's one more thing that we got past together as a couple. And if everything goes good, then we're getting married March 1st. So we're pretty excited about that. I'm kind of nervous. Never been married before, but neither has he, so, you know. And, you know, I think any relationship can work if you both love each other and you both talk, which is what we're doing. We're taking it step by step, and that's all you can do, because it's just, he gets stressed easily, so I don't know, I love him to death, and the littlest things that he do make me smile. And I think that's the way it's supposed to go, honestly. I think that you shouldn't worry about the big things. You should just look at the small things, and you'll get by in life just fine. But I'm like at 10 minutes, past 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get off here, and I think I'm gonna make another video. I'm not sure, because I kind of had another one in mind, but I'm not making any promises because it's very hot. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, there's the off button.